An exclusive conversation at a defining moment in Nigeria's political journey. The ruling All Progressives Congress is experiencing what many describe as a political surge. Governors, lawmakers, and heavyweight politicians continue to troop into the party, reshaping Nigeria's political landscape ahead of 2027. But beneath the celebrations lie tough questions. Is this wave of defections a sign of APC's growing dominance, or evidence of a weakening opposition struggling to reorganize? And just as the ruling party consolidates power, a new political force appears to be gaining ground. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, positioning itself as a coalition platform for opposition leaders determined to challenge APC's hold on power. So can familiar political heavyweights like Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Rotimi Amechi, David Mark, and others rally enough voters and build a viable alliance capable of turning the tide at the ballots in 2027? Or will the APC's expanding political machinery prove too strong to dislodge? Tonight, we'll go straight to the man at the center of it all, the national chairman of the APC, whose leadership tenure many say has been nothing short of a political roller coaster. How is he managing the influx of political interests into the party? Can APC maintain unity amid growing ambitions? And does the party truly fear a resurgent opposition? Let's get answers. My guest is Mr. Nentawe Yilwatda, National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress. Mr. Chairman, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you, Femi. How's work?
Very well. It's good to see you again.
Thank you so much.
Well, your party is already, there's this membership registration ongoing, the e-membership registration.
Yes.
The deadline has been extended to 8th of February,
Yes.
I understand, and the target is 12.5 million. That's huge, and some people say too ambitious.
Is it the target?
Yeah, the membership target for the party.
No. Far beyond
12.5 million.
5 million. We're targeting over 20 million members.
Really?
Already we've crossed 11 million, and we're cruising towards 12 million, and we're hopeful because we're not closing our registration. What we're doing is that we'll print our register so we can meet the timeline for us to update before convention.
Yeah. Well,
for us to send our membership register to INEC.
Some people,
membership registration, the membership registration is a continuous activity.
Process. Okay.
And people continue to register. We still accept them, and our doors are still open. So, and you know the beauty of this e-registration is that we're attaching faces to our members. Today we have the NIN number of all our members. So nobody can claim that we brought people from Niger, from Chad, from anywhere to become our members. They are all Nigerians with our national identity. They are known. They have an address. This to the ward, to the polling unit, to the local government individuals. So when you're registered on our platform, you can pick your polling unit, your ward, so your data can be disaggregated into polling unit, to ward. So if a councillor is contesting for councillorship in a ward, we can pool our members. You have their phone numbers, you have their contacts, you have their addresses. We will send to you. You can visit them in their homes. Very easy. If you're coming out for a local government election, we can pool the members within your ward. We can give you. You can win election with only our members. That's our target. We don't need, we need to get the data of our members and to see where we can win election with only our members where possible.
Only your members, because you know some people have these are this year's chairman. Our target is that our members should give us that ambient that we can win election, so that our supporters, who are the members of APC, but our supporters, they will now become an addition to what we have in APC. Now, these people, they will have their families.
they have well-wishers, they have friends of APC. And in the midst of all this, we have people who are supporters of our policies and programs and everything, they're beneficiaries. They also want to be part of our support so they can push us forward. But if we know our members, it means I can reach out to them. That's one. Two, it makes it easier for us to conduct researches. I don't need to go to people's home before I conduct a research. I can sit down in the comfort of my home and offices, and we can do an overview, a review of the state of each state by ward, by local government, by senatorial zone. And we can use this as the basis for us to provide solution to our political problems in the states.
Chairman, you said something that we can win election with only our members. Now, people are saying that...
If you listen to me very well, I said, if we get this registration right, and we get the numbers right, we want to ensure that even with our members
alone,
you
can win election. So this is an early mobilization strategy.
Good. It's
for
mobilization.
the 2027 election.
It's mobilization. Every political party, look, political parties are based on mobilization. Now, just put yourself in our shoe of APC. Every day our members are meeting on how they can mobilize to register. People are meeting in ward, they're holding meetings weekly to do review of their performance. This is an association that are meeting every day. They're communicating. They're having in the course of this communication, they're having disagreements. With disagreement, we're reaching out to them and settling disagreements. So, this very registration program is not just a registration for us. It's a mechanism for mobilizing people towards 2027. It's a mechanism to settling internal problems that we may have, they may arise before 2027. Is also to show our capacity as a political party, and also to deepen technology. Now, these data are also helping us. Like I said, now we know that 50% of our members, because about 49.8% of our members as of yesterday are within the age of 18 and 35. Now, it simply shows that our party is a youthful party. Unlike before that we're deceived that most of the youths are with certain individuals. Now we've proven to the whole world that most of the youths are with APC. As most young men across Nigeria are with APC.
So that's expected to influence policy decisions?
Of course. So these are also shaping our policy decisions. Now, people within the age of 18 and 49, they constitute about 82% of our members. People within my age category of 50 years and above, well, just about 18%. Now, you see, we can disaggregate this data. We can do some planning. We can plan policies. We can strategize also in terms of implementation, leadership of the party, restructuring of the party. So these are data that no political party in Nigeria has it except APC. No political party in Nigeria has their data apart from APC. A
lot of people are disputing this, but I'm saying for the sake of transparency now,
yes.
Will the APC be willing to open up this data to an external, for external audit, so that Nigerians and including the opposition can see that these figures you say, or these numbers and these data you say that are matched with faces are actually things that can be verified?
Have you ever
because it's what the APC is saying. The ADC will say something else.
But we are going to give our register to INEC. We are going to give our own register to INEC. And INEC will also will have the register of our members. So, which means that it's a public data that will be given to a government agency. Now, so what is left now is, if there's a legal framework that allows data, because they need to seek the consent, because we seek the consent of our members, that we can provide the data to INEC, we can provide data, because part of the session, you need to take that. But we did also sign off that we share the personal data with other opposition party. So if I've signed the data agreement with the members of my party, I cannot go against the agreement that I signed with my party members. There's no any part of the agreement that we sign that we can give this public data to individuals, to the opposition. So we will not give them.
But is this not a dress rehearsal for 2027? Because the APC now can easily say, oh, we have 20 million plus members, and when we get 20 million plus on the ballot, we can say, oh, these are our members and maybe some others who are not our members and voted for APC. So it's almost like suggesting that, you know, the APC's or the vote for the APC in the next election will be above 20 million.
My brother, if you have opportunity, you are playing a game, and you're a coach, you have an opportunity of winning a game, and then you get scared that the opposing team will say, you're bringing your own best this thing in the second quarter, second half of the match, and then you now refuse substitute. Everybody develops strategy. You keep on hearing opposition. Well, their strategy is in hotel suites, in conference centers. I've not seen anywhere that there's a gathering of the coalition addressing ordinary citizens of Nigeria. I always see them addressing press. I don't know if the press that will vote on election day. I've seen them hold meetings in top hotels, but I've never seen them. But you can see me addressing market women. You've seen me travel transverse across the country, addressing people, addressing different categories of people. During Christmas, Axel of Calabar, I was in the street of Calabar. I wish I played the video for you. I was in the street of Calabar in the night with young men, talking with them, having sit out with them. I spent 10 days in Calabar. I can tell others said that I traveled, engaging people. And most of my stay in Calabar during Christmas, after Christmas, I spent most of my days engaging young people in the South. Now, so what can you give as an evidence of the opposition holding meeting with people, ordinary citizens of Nigeria, holding rallies, mobilizing people? Political party is about mobilization.
Indeed.
So if you don't mobilize, how do you expect that you're going to win elections? That's why if we mobilize every day, what we're doing, we're mobilizing, today we mobilized about 12 million people already. Before closing out today, I'm sure we'll hit 12 million.
But you're also looking at, I said earlier that it's kind of suggestive that the votes the APC will get in the next election might be 20 plus. And you said, well, it's part of the strategy, it's a game. But in football, this will be called match fixing.
No, it's not match fixing. Now, as a coach, I'll plan that I'm going to win a match.
But you don't know by how many numbers or how many goals you win the match.
No, but I'll say I'll win if I win, it means I'm going to score the goals. That's the implication. So if I have 20, I don't know how many votes I'm going to get. I could hit 30 million votes. But our target is that, and that's the reason why, you see, we're mobilizing people. We're mobilizing governors to come in, National Assembly members to come in, local government chairmen to come in, councillors to come in, other citizens to come in. Now, let me just also add this to you. Within this year alone, January to February, we've had over 300 groups, support groups, that have registered with us. They've come to my office, and they are in different categories. So if you see us going to mobilize people and ask them to set up support group, so you have auto mechanics setting up support group for APC. You see lecturers setting support groups for APC. You see students who are beneficiaries of our programs setting up support group for APC. You see mechanics having support group for APC. You see hairdressers, market women, farmers having support group for APC and tagging them in different categories. Ordinary citizens having support groups. And we're visiting them. We're with them every day. We're setting our aids. We're following them up, mobilizing them up. And you tell me that we're not mobilizing. What is mobilizing, by the way? We're having people across the 36 state plus FCT. Every day they're meeting in their wards on this registration. Every day they're meeting in the ward. There's somebody who's knocking at the door of somebody every minute across the country. Every minute. Because our target is that across the country, in the course of our registration, that at least 1,000 people should be knocking a door, asking someone to register across the country every minute. And you know the meaning of that? So who is doing it?
Well, you talked about the influx of governors and lawmakers into your party. These are political heavyweights, no one can deny. But of what significance?
Not just them. If I told you about support groups of ordinary citizens, I've received that of students, that of farmers, that of market women, that of different category of people at the lowest rank aspect of the society. And all of them are forming support group for President Tinubu, support group for APC, some at the state level, at ward level, at local government level, at the national level. Are these not ordinary Nigerians? Why are we so specific about governors only? Actually, between January and now, we have over 300 support groups at the national level. These are groups
well, the governors
of thousands of people.
The governors are also believed to be quite influential and also control various structures. And you have also said that, these governors, when they come into APC, they become the leader of the party, in their states. And we have seen that play out in several states. Governors traditionally regarded as leaders of the party. But in Rivers State, similarly, Fubara appears to be unable to assert his control as the leader of the APC in that state.
Is that what you're told?
That's what is playing out.
I'm the national chairman. Who complained to you?
Well, we're reading.
Who complained to you?
We're seeing it in the media.
Petition? To that effect?
Well, I'm a journalist and I'm telling you what I see.
I want to give me one petition.
That's up to the governor and his men to come up with a petition.
Has he complained to you?
To come up with a petition.
Has he complained to you?
Well, his people are speaking in the media. Because we see the FCT minister who says he's the leader of the Renewed Hope family. The Renewed Hope agenda is a program of the APC.
No. Mark support groups separate from the party activities.
The Renewed Hope agenda is not for the APC.
Is it under is it under the office of the chairman of the party? Now, so when somebody has not complained to you, and we've not seen a fiscal petition, the media should not create a media petition, and they become the petitioners, the judge at the same time, and they sentence the person and they create the prison at the same time.
Maybe because we didn't see a grand reception welcoming him to the party.
We have Kano and himself. We're preparing for them.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yes, preparing for them. But these are the when you're dealing in politics, we opted to clear the north first because Ramadan is coming.
Indeed.
And most of the people in the north, we have a lot of Muslim community in the north. So we want to be sensitive to the issue of Ramadan, so we pleaded that we'll clear the northern governors who have the county APC first before we go to the south, where we don't have Ramadan as an issue. So these are strategy and also acknowledge sensitivity of each community, and that's the reason we took that decision. It has really nothing to do with SIM being not having.
Some people argue that the APC is managing internal tensions, even though the party is struggling to paper over a lot of cracks because of the influx of some of these governors coming in with different political nuances, baggages, and all of that. And if the party...
Don't you congratulate us for even managing the crisis?
Well, I do congratulate you as the national chairman.
Not just me alone, it's the entire party. I'm not the person managing it. It's the entire party managing it. We have structures that we have set up to manage the internal mechanisms for conflict resolution within the party. If you recall, in December, Mr. President set up a team headed by the governor of Yobe State.
Indeed.
And there are other members of the committee, made up of governors and other shrewd politicians, very experienced politicians. So we have a mechanism where the party feels that there's need to go in and handle an issue, then they come in. They are made up of governors from all regions of the countries, experienced leaders of the party. So the governor of Yobe will lead that team, and they will tackle it in advance. So there are role that we play as national leaders of the party, National Working Committee. We'll resolve most of the issues. If we discover that it's taking our time, we we send to them and they resolve it. It allows us as party to provide leadership at the party level. Where there are crises that is very deep, we transfer to them. And there's nothing that has gone beyond these groups. If you also, and you know, APC believes in engagements. We do a lot of engagements. And if you recall, last week, Mr. President invited myself, the Senate President, the Chairman of Governors Forum, Chairman of Progressive Governors Forum, the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, the Senate President. And we sat down and we engaged ourselves. What are the likely loopholes that we may have in our congresses and also in our convention? And we look at them, all of them, and we disappropriately, resolve more. We provided answers in advance. Yeah. And you should know Mr. President is a very experienced politician, yeah, who has been in this game for over 40 years. He has known all the ropes, and he's only transferring the experience to most of us who are coming in. And so we're learning from him, just the best you can think of learning from. So I can assure you that people should congratulate APC. And these smaller parties that are coming up should come for lessons and tutorials from us, if possible.
Well, talking about your convention, that's coming up, people are already asking for a guarantee that, the process will be inclusive and fair, and you're just giving that assurance. Now, we also saw the replacement of the Imo State Governor, Hope Uzodinma. People are saying that, is this a genuine balancing decision or maybe a strategic move to sideline certain power blocks?
No, we met and we had a meeting. And when we look at the configuration, that we have the president from the South, we have the Progressive Governors Forum from the South, there was need for us to give, for some balancing, for us to give the convention chairman to the North. And that's where the president was there in the meeting. And all of us had now with Governor Hope was also in the meeting. So when we look at all the issues that we need to build an inclusive system. And we said, okay, well, His Excellency Governor Aminu Masari was a former House of Rep member, former Speaker, and former governor at the same time. So when it comes to National Assembly, he represents a block of National Assembly. When it comes to the governors, he represents a block of governors too. So the governors can reach to him, National Assembly can reach to him, all members of APC can reach him. He's a foundation member of APC right from the beginning. So he knows everybody in APC. He's among the people that even wrote the constitution of the APC. Yeah. So the legal framework, the founding fathers, everybody can relate to him. The young and the old can relate to him.
Yeah. Indeed. So as we wind down, government figures and even international institutions, they have this optimistic outlook about Nigeria's economy. But some Nigerians say this does not reflect in their normal day activity, in the lives they live. Purchasing power is weak and all of that. Beyond these figures, beyond these statistics, what are the tangible improvements that you say Nigerians can touch and feel and point to that indeed the APC-led government of the day has been able to, do things or put things in place to make life meaningful beyond the promises?
So when you want to look at this, so you look at what are the Human Development Index, critical Human Development Index. Normally prioritize them. The first thing is normally food. And has the price of food dropped? The answer is yes. We'll have price over 100%. Price of food has dropped. So that shows that we are managing food security in a right manner. So price of food affects everybody in society. Another second and most important multidimensional poverty index is education, poverty of education. Have we tackled it? Yes. And I can give an example. We have student loan. And we know many students who have dropped out of higher institution because they don't have access to school fees, to funding for their education. So what have we done? We provided student loan. And all you do, you're in higher institution, move to your own student affairs unit, or the registrar will direct you to the student affairs. Student affairs, you fill the appropriate forms, and you have your school fees paid for you, and you now access 20,000 upkeep every month, apart from your school fees being paid. Every month you're given 20,000 naira. And mark you, we have over 1 million students who have accessed it, and more are going to access it. Now, this is affecting the ordinary Nigerian, not the richest in the society. We also have cesarean, we have a cesarean listing for pregnant women. That we have hospitals that are earmarked for it. It's free for them. For ordinary women who are poor in society, the vulnerable women, it's free for them. And also have been designated for that, and it's taking place. 80% cost of dialysis reduced for ordinary citizens of Nigeria, and dropped from over 50,000 naira to 12,000 naira in the EDC. And the same thing in the social protection system, and I can keep on going on and going on and going on. These are ordinary citizens of Nigeria benefiting from this. And apart from money being given for small businesses, SMEs, be established, and even the tax reform to protect the small and nano businesses. All these are forms of protection for the this. But mind you, I was a professor.
Yes, I remember.
And as a professor in university, my tax was 24%, and my salary, if I'm to go back to university now, my salary is supposed to attract only 16% tax regime
right now. Which
means that there's even a tax, like you have more money, you earn more money without the application, without the salary being increased. Mark you also, and even if salary is increased now, as the last agreement was made with ASU, still a professor will fall within a range about 21%, tax regime. It's still less than the 24% tax regime. So all these are benefits for the poorest of the poor in society.
We have to go now. National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Professor Nentawe Yilwatsta. Thank you very much for your time on the program. Nigerians are also looking forward to improvement and the safety of lives and property. Yes. Well, folks, that's all on the program.